So I don't have a question. I have just 2 requests. You already answered the first question, but I just want the request now. You talked about, and I wanted to talk about just other people's opinions really should have no bearing on my life. So,
well, that's what Jerry was saying to Esther. If you just foster your own and line up with the source within you and practice it until you own it, until it's steady and sure and therefore easy to come by because you've practiced it, then when someone else's opinion enters the picture, it bounces off of you.
right.
If it's been bothering you and it enters the picture, it'll come right in and poke you around.
Yes. Okay, so I really would I wanted you to just zap me with that, but I need to practice that.
Want to do it?
I would love that. Yeah.
Let's reroute some pipes. So, for example, when someone's opinion bothers you, for example, if you want.
Well, I have a person in my life that I really respect their opinion on many things, but...
All right, stop right there.
Okay.
Stop right there. Does that statement, is that a pipe unclogger or a pipe clogger?
Clogger.
This person is usually right. What if they're right about their negative opinion about me? How about, now, this is going to surprise you, but how about this for an unclogging statement? That is an opinionated person.
That's unclogging?
Well, it's sort of free-flowing. In other words, some opinions are good, that person feels strongly about things.
That's true.
That person feels strongly about things, and that person says what they feel strongly about. And that person has the right to feel strongly about everything that is perceived.
Yes. No, this person is a genius because they practice their opinion daily. They practice what you talk about.
Okay, so a genius. This is a genius who doesn't have a good opinion about me. I'm probably wrong. I'm probably sucky. They're probably right about that too. I should just give up on myself. Or I should try really hard. Oh no, I know what I'll do. I will practice good behavior when I'm around that person. So now, think about practicing good behavior. Can you feel your pressure tank about to explode?
It's a lot of work.
As you're on good behavior around that person? And have you noticed you can't be good enough?
Never.
Their opinion seems to move around just to focus on your flaws. So that's not working out very well, is it?
No.
So what might you say? How are you going to make an end run around that? How are you going to lay new pipe? How are you going to lay new open valve pipe? How are you going to allow what's flowing to you, what you've been asking for, how are you going to allow it to flow? On that statement, what might you say that lets it flow a little better?
Well, I love my opinion actually a lot.
That's pretty head on, but you do have good opinions, don't you? I have good opinions.
Oh, yeah.
But we weren't born to agree with each other.
That's a great
Who were you born to agree with?
My inner being.
Really? What do you think this emotion is telling you? That guy's opinion and my inner being's opinion are different.
Yes.
Why would I clog up my pipes over that bogus opinion?
No good reason.
So now you can selectively sift and appreciate that person about this and about this and about this and about this and about this, just not about that. Because most people are not holding you as their object of attention long enough to really practice themselves into a really good vibration. There's too many people for them to focus upon. And most people aren't spinning on their grid disc all the time in a good feeling place. So most people aren't going to give you what you want. You got to go get it for yourself. And once you get it, anybody in the vibrational vicinity will jump on with you and they'll like you.
Ooh.
But your goal isn't to be liked by them, or is it? Is your goal to be liked by them? Let's talk about that. Why not? Doesn't it feel good to be liked? So it's not your primary goal, but it is a benefit of alignment. But it's not what you're going for. What you're going for is harmony. Harmony with the flow. Because life has caused you to put a lot in your vortex, and you're wanting to experience the flow of that. Do you ever get it done? Mm-mm. You don't ever get it done. Do you ever get it wrong? Can't get it wrong. Can't get it wrong because it's never done. So why the intense score taking? Why the intense score taking on this ever evolving, ever expanding becoming? You say. Do you think that through life that you've come to good decisions? Hmm? Do you think that you're still in the process of formulating those decisions?
Yes.
Do you think that you're in the process of modifying decisions?
Yes.
Don't you think that everybody else is too?
They should be.
So, is it productive to try to, in any moment in time, understand everybody's decisions, understand your decisions, get it all lined up, and only go where the good decisions are? Is that even possible? That'll make you feel overwhelmed.
That's right.
That'll clog your pipes. Or does it seem more productive to just pay attention to your alignment, understanding that law of attraction will sift through all of the perspectives and all of the decisions and all of the vibrational points of attraction and all of the grids of all of the people that are all around, and that those in the vibrational vicinity of that which you are will, by powerful law of attraction, make their way into your experience for the enhancement of you and them and us and all that is.
That would be much easier.
So do you really care? Is it important at all to sift through opinions? Is it important to change an opinion? Esther realized the other day, was before she had written with Jerry, in a very intense effort to be understood. Mm-hmm. Because she'd come to a decision that she knew with everything in her was the right decision for her. But she felt like others needed to be convinced about it. And the more she tried to explain to them, the more she clogged her own pipes, and the worse she felt, which made her feel like she had to explain more, until it just got worse and worse and worse and worse, until the pressure tank is about to explode. Fortunately, you have sleep. And when you sleep, it takes the pressure off, because you can't stay focused. So then you have the opportunity of refocusing, you see. So your human effort, we love you so much, at being understood by those around you is the primary way you introduce pressure and resistance to your experience. And it'd be different if you could ever convince any of them, but we've never seen you effective of that with any of them. Because under those conditions, your power of influence is puny. Under those conditions, you don't make any headway. All you do, jam up your pipe. They've got their pipes jammed up. Now you're all efforting and you're all mad at each other about it and you're not flowing. Meanwhile, you could be. See? Really good. Something more?
Yes. The other subject is you always talk about, and you always have, and we've talked about it before, that the essence of this universe, of our being, is of everything is well-being, and that's another thing. I would just love to be zapped with that. Like, I believe you now.
You see, don't you sort of kind of think, if zapping was a good idea, you'd have been zapped before you came?
Yeah.
Isn't there some benefit in finding your own way? There's this free will thing. There's the satisfaction of getting to define. There's the satisfaction of refining. There's the satisfaction of finding your vibrational balance. There's the satisfaction of feeling the evidence of it coming to you. In other words, you don't want to be zapped. You just want to find your way there in the most gentle, easy, flowing way.
Well, it actually reminded me of my previous question. That's your opinion. I believe you, but I need to find my own way to that.
Here's the essence of what we're getting at here. You are an extension of source energy, and you are loved in a way that we can't even find words to articulate. The appreciation that Source feels for you is beyond verbal description. Words just aren't enough. Feelings, ripples, vibrations, sensations, there are all kinds of things that are flowing towards you that if your pipes are open, you feel, and if your pipes aren't open, you don't feel. But there could not be more Source flowing to you. And that's the zapping part that you're asking for.
Thank you.
But you've got to be zappable.
Yep.
And if Source is flowing to you and everyone, then can you see what we were talking about earlier, the benefit that you can offer to others of being one who practice yourself frequently and often into alignment so that you are a conduit for that Source to flow, so that when you do hold someone as your object of attention, they receive that extra benefit of your expectation that's down there up close to them in a more vivid way. In other words, that's what the power of influence is. Yeah. But we really want you to tend to your vibration first. In other words, if you say to us, Abraham, I want to tend to my vibration so that I can help others. We say, that's really nice, but let's just tend to your vibration. Because tending to your vibration does help others. And when you say, I'm going to help that one who needs help, and so I'm going to tend to my vibration, you're not tending to your vibration because you're focused upon the help that that one needs. So you've clogged up your pipes, and now you're just trying harder to make the world a better place when you got nothing to make it better with, you see. So if you're not selfish enough to say to your family, I'm going to Cancun and you're just going to have to deal with it. If you're not selfish enough to say to your employers, I want time off and I'm taking off. If you're not selfish enough to say to yourself, I'm really looking forward to several days that I can spend a little bit of time visiting with Abraham. I can sit in the luxury of letting them help me raise my vibration to a higher place. Then I'm going to go out and put my feet in the sand and my body in the water. I'm going to play with friends. I'm going to drink alcohol and do all kinds of things that feel good to me. I'm going to listen to music. I'm going to bask. I'm going to focus upon my own positive aspects, and I'm going to feel more deserving of well-being coming to me. That's what we want you to do with these days that are before you. We want you to practice your joyful, self-loving point of attraction. We want you to love yourself into the stratosphere. And then we want you to watch what happens, not just here while you're with other lovers, but we want you to watch what happens in the days and weeks and months and years that follow as a result of this personal adjustment that you have allowed for yourself, you see. You work too hard and it gets you nowhere. You try too hard and it gets you nowhere. You don't love yourself enough and that gets you nowhere. It's time for you to chill out, you see. Yeah.
Thank you very much.